Indian starting pitchers Trevor Bauer left, Josh Tomlin centre and Mike Clevinger. Getty Images App 2. If you peeked inside the Indians' locker room during the Indians' incredible 22-game winning streak, there is no doubt you would have seen Terry Francona peeling away portions of clothing from a cardboard cutout of owner Larry Dolan in the clubhouse to motivate the team in a Major League-style move. Move magic was really the only way to describe what happened in the rock and roll capital of the world, especially with their pitchers. The Indians had 7 shutouts during this incredible streak, which is more than 13 teams have for the entire season, including playoff teams like the Yankees, Cubs and Nationals. Heading into Friday, the staff had posted a 1.58 ERA over its previous 199 innings. So, now that the streak is over, here's the big question as you venture into the final 2 weeks of the season. Should you continue to depend on red-hot Indian hurlers like Trevor Bauer, Josh Tomlin and Mike Clevinger, 3 guys who, for the most part, have been streaming options, at best, for most of the season, were excluding Kluber and Carrasco from this equation, largely because Kluber is a Cy Young frontrunner and Carrasco is a pitcher you'd normally trust. Bauer suffered his first loss since July 16 on Friday, but is a ridiculous 91 with a 2.83 ERA, 78 strikeouts and a .268 opponent average over his last 12 appearances, 11 starts. He is striking out a career-high 10.1 per 9 innings, walking fewer batters than normal 3.1 per 9 innings and maintains a solid strand rate 75.9%, but he still has a 4.41 ERA despite his 3.96 FIP and 3.63 xFIP, indicating he has been unlucky, a .343 BABIP, 41 points higher than his career average and an awful HRFB ratio 16.7%. He has upcoming matchups against the Angels, a team he has owned throughout his career, 42.70, 1.227 whip, and Twins, a team he has gotten the best of this season, 31, 3.71, but is mediocre against over his career, 46, 4.85. With the Angels and Twins fighting for their playoff lives, it may not be easy for Bauer to coast. Tomlin was the 4th most added pitcher this week in ESPN leagues, but still was owned in less than 30% of ESPN and Yahoo leagues. He doesn't strike out a lot of hitters, 6.8 per 9 innings, and doesn't pitch deep into games, but he also hasn't lost since June 25. He has gone 50 with a 3.18 ERA, 30 strikeouts and just 4 walks over his past 7 starts. If the rotation doesn't change, he is slated to face the Angels, Twins and White Sox in his final 3 starts. His last 2 losses, which came in June, came against the Twins 12, 3.66 ERA and White Sox 02, 10.88. He is 22 with a 4.09 ERA against the Angels in his career, so continuing to be cautious with Tomlin is a smart move. Clevinger was the most added pitcher in ESPN leagues this week, having won 4 straight decisions while allowing just 1 earned run over his past 23 squared innings, 0.38 ERA with 28 strikeouts, just 8 walks and a .186 opponent average. Though he has never faced the Mariners, who he would face on September 24, he has an ERA above 5.50 against the Angels and White Sox in his career, and has a 10.80 ERA against the Angels this season. He allowed 5 earned runs on 9 hits over 4 innings on July 25. Not exactly a ringing endorsement. As exciting and memorable as the record-breaking streak was, there is one sobering thought: not many fans or fantasy owners riding this hot streak are considering what goes up must come down. We're going to play this well for only so long before coming back to earth. These 3 pitchers weren't top of the line starters before this streak, nor will they be since it now is over. Just remember, the Indians didn't win it all in Major League because it is impossible to sustain greatness that long. As you head into the semi-finals and finals, just be mindful of who these players are and always have been. Big hits: Jose Abreu 1B. White Sox has at least 1 RBI in 8 of his first 13 games this month, while going 20 for 54.370 with 5 homers, 15 RBIs, 13 runs scored and a 1.166 OPS. He was hitting .387 with 12 homers and 27 RBIs since August 12. Taiwan Walker SP D-backs has allowed just 4 runs over his past 5 starts, going 30 with a 1.26 ERA, 27 strikeouts and a .212 opponent average. Tim Anderson SS White Sox has hit safely in 32 out of 39 games since August 2, hitting .313 with 7 homers, 24 RBIs, 25 runs scored and 5 stolen bases, all of which have come over his past 9 games. Luke Weaver SP Cardinals. The way he has been pitching, you would think he was pitching for Cleveland, as he is 50 with a 1.15 ERA, a .209 opponent average and a 424 strikeout-to-walk ratio. He has lowered his ERA from 3.31 to 1.89 during the stretch. Big whiffs. Rays outfielder Steven Souza. Corey Sipken. Steven Souza Jr. of Rays. Despite missing a few games because of injuries, he has just 3 hits in 34 at-bats, .088 this month, with no homers, no RBIs, 1 run and 18 strikeouts. Wade Miley SP Orioles got shelled on Thursday by the Yankees, lasting just 1/3 of an inning while allowing 6 runs on 6 hits. He is 0-3 with a 9.0 ERA and a .327 opponent average over his past 3 starts. Jake Lamb 3B D-backs has not homered since August 20, going 12 for 75.160 with 6 RBIs, 20 strikeouts, a .273 on-base percentage and .473 OPS over his past 21 games. Mike Fulton-Vish SP Braves has allowed 26 earned runs since his last victory August 5, going 0-6 with a 8.07 ERA, 16 walks and a .331 opponent average over his past 6 starts. Check Swing's most added relief pitcher in ESPN leagues this week, Juan Nicio, who appears to be in line to pick up some saves for Cardinals. Aaron Judge has apparently rediscovered his swing, hitting safely in 8 of his last 13 games. He has also gone deep 6 times in that span. Look who decided to show up late to the party. Carlos Gonzalez has suddenly remembered how to play baseball this month, going 15 for 42.357 with 4 homers, 11 RBIs, 12 runs and a 1.29 OPS in his first 13 games. Remember when the Dark Knight was intimidating? Now it is like Matt Harvey is trying to pitch while not fully recovered from Bane breaking his back. He has allowed 14 earned runs over his past 10 innings, 12.19 ERA, while striking out just 6 and walking 5. Turn the signal off. Commissioner Gordon find a new hero to protect Gotham. Team name of the week: Frazier Blades.